Good morning. It is just after 6 a.m. here in Chiang Rai, Thailand, or any part of Thailand, and some parts of Asia. But it is 6 a.m. I've just seen the what do you call it? The notification just go out on the screen. So perhaps we might get some viewers in a few moments. Perhaps you never know. We've got a viewer already. G'day, Dave. Yeah, we're just going to go for a walk for about an hour. I've been awake for about 20 minutes. I've had a shower. I've got my coffee. I've had a few sips already. G'day, Bobby. Good to see you. Just probably about an hour stream today. I'm just going to go for a walk just to show what's going on at 6 in the morning. Not a great deal's happening on this main strip, but just around the corner, the market's going off. So we'll go down there. I was going to get to sunrise, but I was just enjoying the hot shower on the arthritis. It feels quite good to have a hot shower. So I'm just going to have a few more sips and then we're going to jump off and go for a walk and hopefully have some positivity today and some happiness because I have been quite flat, guys. But I will keep pushing on. Keep pushing on. What can you do about liars and people who want to discredit you? There must be a reason why they want to discredit you and take you out of the community. There must be a reason. There must be a reason. But let's not worry about those fools today. As I said, I'm just going to jump up and we'll go for a walk and see what's happening. I've extended my trip a bit more. The room's been sorted out for a little while, and I've got a whole bunch of food that will see me through for a while, and then we'll go off to Palau. So I'll just get up in a minute. I'm just trying to sort out a few things because I've only been awake for 20 minutes. Yeah, the bloke in the next room, he woke up early and the walls are quite thin. So, I am a bit of a light sleeper at times, sadly. So I'll just position my man bag and I do have to chuck the cord in. And I did work out a system with my old money belt to put in my battery pack. So it's not coming out of the man bag where it's pulling on the cord. So hopefully that goes well, and we'll get a new gimbal hopefully this week. So we'll just go through the chat. G'day, Steph. I think that is Steph, or is that a clone? Oh, yeah, it is Steph. Good to see you, Steph. G'day, DWP, my brother. And I said g'day to Dave and Bobby the Crush. It is good to see some people in here today. I did stream a really good market yesterday that I'd never been to, and I was only streaming to like a couple of lurkers. But I kept going, I kept pushing through. As I said, I don't care if I'm streaming to one or a couple of people. It doesn't really matter to me, as long as somebody's there. But we'll just go for a little wander now. Up here, I was going to have breakfast here the other day, but I was humming and hawing whether to spend that money on that breakfast or go and have something else, and I did go and choose something else. But those are the issues when you are on a budget trip. You do have to second guess what you're going to have. But I picked up a lot of snacks yesterday, and there's some fried dough with the sesame seed. I did say yesterday at that market, I've noticed so much sesame seed on everything. But here is the famous clock tower I happen to film a lot. And it is very beautiful in this section. And they do have some nice murals of the King Rama IX and his family there. So there is a lot of love for previous kings. here. And I know out in the north, I have said this before, there is a lot of love for king number 5 and also the first king, the chap who was taking on Myanmar, and that's how he became the king, and that's the way it's been explained to me. So yeah, there is a lot of love for that first king, and he was just a normal man apparently, and he just rose up against the evil ones, and he was just an average bloke, and then he became king. So anything is possible, guys, if you set your mind to it. I know that was probably 500-600 years ago, but these 10-baht coffee machines, I do want to try one of these. I don't reckon they would be good, but yeah, next time I've got a spare 10 baht, and you are laughing at me when I say when I have a spare 10 baht. Like, I do scratch my head a lot on the budget tour, because I put aside some money to do my actual washing, and I looked around the streets to try to find this washing machine, and the roller doors were down. So I ended up using that, I'll say, allotment for something else. Actually, I went and got a whole bunch of snacks last night, and I was craving a sandwich, and I looked in 7-Eleven, and I ended up getting a small tin of tuna and then some lettuce, and they didn't have any cheese, and so like, they had the cheese on special, and so I walked to 3 other 7-Elevens, and they were sold out as well. But I did end up having a couple of tuna and lettuce sandwiches with some mayo. And I did get the mayo from a previous trip from 7-Eleven, where they do give you all these packets of sauces, guys. And I picked up some interesting noodles as well, like some weird ones I hadn't tried. So I have done a few videos on little snacks I've bought. A lot of stuff probably won't see the light of day, but I've got so much content, but whether people like it or not is another thing. I think a lot of people are more interested to hear people talk about drama, sadly. But yeah, I've got some more billow videos to put up. Yeah, I can't afford a 10 baht coffee, Steph. I just had to go and buy a whole bunch of snacks, and I've bought the 3-in-1 coffee. So yeah, mate, this is a budget holiday, mate. But I'm not out there begging on the beach saying, oh, I've spent all my money, can you please send me a couple of dollars, please? But no, I am on a budget tour. I'm pointing out, well, when you are on a budget trip or you've got limited money, you can't just go and say, oh, okay, I'll go and have this beer right now. I'll go and have this cake right now. Because if you go and have that cake right now, and you've, say, only got a budget of, say, 100 or 200 baht a day, well, then you won't eat for 3 or 4 days. So you do have to think. But I do understand your comment there. I did see a comment you said the other day, last week when I was at a market. You said, oh, he's not even buying anything. Oh, no, see, I'm just on a budget trip. I'm just trying to show that you can get by on minimal thing like what Ben does. But my monthly budget normally when I was in Pattaya, if I was a single man, I think under 40k a month, sometimes even only 30k a month. But that's not a budget, but that's what I was spending. But when you have someone else in your life, like a girlfriend or a partner or an acquaintance or like a GFE, that's usually tripled. And I'm not joking, and that's been kind as a triple. And it all depends if you've got a girl that wants to spend your money, or if you've got a girl that's like not really fussed about that. So, but I think most of you guys know all that anyway. Like, you're not noobs. But yeah. No, see, when I was living in Pattaya, I didn't really stick to a budget as such. Like, I did try to. See, the first 6 months, I was just living pretty much like a Rockefeller, just going and spending like 300-400 baht on my own for like a meal. And then after 6 months of doing that, you think, well, I don't work. I do have money that does come in, like some interest, and that's what gets me through. Like, I don't get any government money. Like, Capio and his crew seem to think that I get disability payments. I am actually entitled to receive a disability payment, but it's too many hoops to jump through. But like, the money would be okay, because it'd be like 1,000 Australian a fortnight, but then that goes down to about 800, because on a disability payment, if you are permanently disabled and your doctor has signed you off that living overseas would be better for you, which 3 doctors have actually signed me off, guys. Not for HIV, which I don't have, but they've signed me off for all my disabilities I have. But apparently I'm not disabled. But then Capio says I am disabled. So he's a walking contradiction, that clown. And I've got a lot to say about that clown, but realistically, guys, there is no point, because he just comes back, and now his puppet master is coming out of the closet. So that is really good, guys, that the puppet master has actually had to come out of the closet to help his love child out, which I think is quite amusing, because I did know who the puppet master was. Very, very early on in the piece. But certain English just, yeah. Nah, see, I do eat a lot of street food. Like, I go to a lot of street food restaurants, and I'll get myself a meal for like 40, 50, 60 baht, and I'll have 2 of them a day. And then I'll have a lot of snacks and possibly a pot noodle or something, but not a pot noodle, but just like, I'll go and buy the packets. Because if I buy a pot, well, then that's 20 baht, and I can buy a packet for 7 baht. So these are the things you learn when you're on a budget trip. But I actually enjoy this budget trip, because it's been an eye-opener. Like, there's been so many things I've wanted to buy, and I've just had to say, Jeremy, that time will come again soon. Don't worry about it. And I'll just get back to the comments there I've missed. Oh, well, yeah. 1 baht, well, yeah, I couldn't afford to throw that in, but I did find that 1 baht on the ground. So I thought, well, a Buddha provided it for me, so I may as well give it back to Buddha. Yeah, it's pretty funny, Steph. Like, they seem to think they trigger me, but I trigger them, because these guys have just gone crazy over the last few weeks. Like, they've had to get the puppet master out. So, like, the puppet master had never shown his head before, had he, guys? So the plan worked. The plan worked for the puppet master to actually show his head. And I haven't even watched any of that vision, and I've been told that the puppet master was saying a few things about me, so I'm not going to bother to watch that dribble. You know, I just want to do my thing. If these guys want to continue their lies about me and their discreditation of me, well, that's up to them and their stupidity. But occasionally I'll have a little rant about them. Why not? But I do have some very interesting interviews I did with some ex-bar girls. Yeah, so that's pretty interesting, guys, and it'll be a big eye-opener. And the people that are behind that company should be very worried, very worried. I've got nothing to lose, guys, because it won't be on my channel. It will be on a different channel. You know, you can't hurt me anymore. You just come up with lie after lie. So, like, coming up with fake HIV results and stuff is just straight out of a comic book, guys. You guys are out of a comic book. And that line comes from a pretty good movie title. G'day, Ghost Pepper. I did see your famous Ghost Pepper noodles again. So that's 3 times I've given you a big up, Mr. Ghost Pepper. I don't think in this 7-Eleven... Actually, I didn't really... I keep forgetting that 7-Eleven is there, guys. Because there are only a few, and it is getting a bit busy here at the moment, guys, because kids are off to school, mum and dad are buying bits and pieces, and here's a fish. Like the chap has just said to me, have a look at this fish, guys, and this is a fish. So there is one fish there, guys, so if you do teach a man to fish, he will eat. So, and there's a snake charmer there, and his name is not Capio. I don't know what his name would be, but it definitely would not be Capio. Yeah, I really want to get to the temple, guys, and I was accepted to go into one the other week, but then that website come out, and that put the kibosh on everything. I probably really should have just went to the temple, to be honest, and just chilled out there, but we do want to get to the temple. It's just that birth is coming soon, so I do have to stick close to home. I never tried them, Ghosts. Like, I don't think they were in my budget marked down, but I honestly didn't even check the price on them. I have actually, I'll go past that noodle shop where they sell them in there, but they do sell them in market stalls. So I was going to go and do sunrise this morning, but I didn't get out of bed in time for that. So I did get to bed quite early last night. Like, I did stream, and I got back and just chilled out. I didn't really do much, I don't think. Like, I tried to sit down and watch a movie. But I think I just laid down and crashed out. Yeah, look, that market I did last night was really good views. And I have noticed a few people have watched it, and there are a few likes on it, so that's good. You know, but it is a shame that too many people were elsewhere. But that is a Sunday market, and that is the problems. See, I could head down to the river actually, because we aren't far from there. We'll just go for a wander around the streets. Like, this is Chiang Rai. It's not like a very busy area, but it is busy for backpackers and tourists because it is a main thoroughfare with the 2 bus terminals, and you can get to other destinations like Lampang, Payao, Chiang Mai obviously, and any other place that I don't know of or can't pronounce. But I have been looking at a lot of the terraces around here and places for rent and for sale, because with a lot of the places for sale, they do offer a lengthy rental as well, if you don't have the say 15 or 20 million baht to buy that building. So you can do some type of long lease as well, and put down some money as well. Sort of like a rent to buy type scheme. I've noticed I've got them around a lot. You just have to make sure, if you were going to go down that, you just have to make sure you got lawyers involved to look at everything. Actually, while I was in 7-Eleven last night, I noticed a Western man was scolding his Thai partner. I think the gist of it was he felt embarrassed about something she said, and he basically said, well, you can kiss your coffee shop goodbye. And I thought, oh, that's a bit mean. Actually, we'll just have a look down here, because you do see these good little sites, and they could be doing fish at this time, because I haven't gone down this alley at this time. Like, I know in Banchan, I think I went out for a few little walks, and you do come across these places that you come past during the day and the roller doors are down. And I have said that before, like, I knew there was a washing machine near me, and I could not find it because the roller doors were down. So, the fish are a bit strong here. Like, the force of the fish are very strong. So I'm going to go over here, or I'm going to power chuck. And there's some ice if you need some ice, guys. I won't be putting that in my coffee. But, yeah, some smells can get to you at certain times of the day. I know some of the markets I've... Actually, that little hill there looks good. Yeah. Yeah, we'll just go for a wander around for a bit. Yeah, you get the monks walking around with their tin cup looking for donations, and that's good, guys. I perhaps should walk around with a tin, I think. I did make a joke, parody short, and I did put that in one of the membership areas. One of the membership areas I think I might delete and redo it, but there's no members in that, so I'll probably do something with that. Like, as I said, I just had to play around. It's more as a joke than anything, but I will put content in there. Get back to the comments. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I said I wasn't sure about that one, Ghost, mate. Yeah, hang on, she's selling only one fish. How many weeks is she? Now, see, with those small ones, Steph, like, they are just, I try to buy off the small sellers. Yet quite often I've just chucked them some cash and taken the stuff, and then I've just like put it somewhere, or I've actually given it to someone. But those small sellers are really good because they've taken the produce out of their garden, or they've gone and caught that fish, or their husband or their son or their child or their grandchild has caught that fish for them, and then they go and sell that. And fish sellers don't really make a lot of money unless they're catching the fish themselves. I think I was saying last night in that stream, like, one of my good mates, probably like my best mate, he started off selling fish, and I think he was only making, I think, 50 baht off each fish, I think. But now he's got 3 tattoo shops, he's got I think 3 happy shops, if you know what I'm saying, if you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying. You know what I mean. Now, I did walk up there once, I think, but that's not the path. But just around here is that lake, and I might just go for that other lake I filmed the other day was down there, and I should go down there and see if I can speak to those good people about borrowing their fishing rod. Yeah, because I was a bit flat yesterday, and I thought, oh, why don't I just go down there and ask if I can use their fishing rod? You know, I actually thought that because I was really depressed yesterday. But I managed to get myself out of it, and that, because I do find with my depression, if I keep busy, she'll be okay. You know, and my ex in Australia reached out to me again, and said, don't worry about these like idiots. They don't know you. But it is quite sad because I was not the one to attack these guys. They attacked me first, but it is what it is. That Capio clown character, he's not going to do a lie detector test. He's just a simp, that guy, and he just threatens everybody. He's threatened so many YouTubers. He's put my personal information, he's put my daughter's mother's information on the internet. He put Steph's passport. Like the website he did with the Puppet Master, it's pretty much a carbon copy of what they did to Steph. And the Puppet Master has got a hard-on for Steph as well, for some reasons. I don't know. But, the Puppet Master, eh? Puppet Master. Yeah. Pulling Capio strings. No one pulls my strings. You simp. You're a liar. You're a false prophet. Come and do a lie detector test, you clown. You won't. And do you really think I'm going to come on your channels, guys, where you're going to overtalk me and lie? So do you think I want to go on a channel where people lie? No. So there's some bloke camping over there. We won't embarrass him, but we could go and have a chat to him, but not in the Barry the Boss fashion. If I had some money on me or some food, I could go and... Actually, I think I do have some peanuts in my bag. I could offer him some snacks I do have, so I might do that off camera, guys. What do I have in my bag? What's in my bag, guys? I've got a bag of peanuts, which is $5 worth. I've got a 1 baht milky candy there. And we've got a couple of 3-in-1 instant coffees. We've got the Nescafe blend, and we've got the Superior Rich espresso there. And this is the Cow Slong brand. I know I've pronounced it wrong, but I do have a disability. I don't think we have much on there. Oh, I do have some other little candies, but perhaps like the peanuts and the coffees might help him, perhaps. I don't know. But yeah, we'll just get back to that chat in a minute. Sorry, guys. I'm not a professional streamer as yet. Yeah, I do want to get this fishing rod. I think I will walk to that other one today and have a word to them. Yeah, I'll go for a walk over here because it is a bit boring here. It's nearly as boring as that stupid D. Okay, we'll get back to those comments I missed there, guys. Sorry about that. What was Ghost Pepper? Time for a short black. Yeah, see, I didn't drink coffee for 2 years. Even though I had a whiz bang coffee machine back in Australia. Yeah, I know, like, but after a heart attack, like you stop that. But yeah, but I do enjoy a nice coffee. Now these 3-in-1 coffees aren't really coffees, like they're more like sugar. But yeah, we'll come back and I'll come back and bring that guy some stuff I've got back at the room actually. Yeah. Yeah, so he's got all his recyclable plastics there, so he's pretty much rooted himself down there. So you do see a lot of Thais go and pick up plastic bottles and also the cardboard, and they'll go and sell that for pennies. Not even pennies actually, guys, but very little money. That's what I was saying about these small market sellers. A lot of them are just doing that to put a bit of food in their belly. That's why I was saying if you see a crummy looking one and you've got a bit of cash in your pocket, just buy something. And even if you don't want it, you will see the biggest smile from them guys. Right, we'll get back to these comments and then we'll go walking again. Oh, pet fish. Actually, I did go and look at a really good pet shop the other week, and they had these beautiful chickens out the front, which I was drawn to. So I did go and look at these beautiful chickens, and then I saw that it was a fish shop. And I have noticed in Chiang Rai, there are a lot of animal shops. Very, very strange. So they must love their pets. I know the Thai people do love animals and they do care for the stray animals. You will always see them giving them food. Now, I do have a couple of close friends in Pattaya that do actually care for animals. Now, one of my mates, he spends 120 baht a day on just feeding his soy cats he looks after. So I don't know if he's gone for a swim in the lake, but we won't look there. But they have moved here since last time I trekked through here. Now, here's a hotel. I am not staying here. I'm not Rockefeller. But this is a really good property in there. I've walked through there a few times. And when I was looking up fishing places, now this place kept popping up. But they didn't offer any fishing trips. It just said, oh, here is a link, and here is a link. But I've gone and looked at a few fishing shops as well. So I have gone on this path a couple of times when I've walked up to the mountains. Pretty sure this is the path I went to where that fake monk was. I do want to get back to there, and I've spoken to a couple of tour guides and they don't have any information on it. So I've looked on Google and people have like replied and said, oh, don't go there, it's shut down, it's so, but I do want to go back there and have a look because I do like places that are abandoned, and I think that's really good content. Now, I won't leave the phone here. because it will fall off. But some more work has been done. I've gone along that path a couple of times, and I think in probably 6 months or a year, that's going to look like a nice little paradise there. So we'll come and investigate that as we roll on. But it's really nice in there. I have gone for a walk through there a couple of times now, and there's their airport bus, or their bus that they take you around. See, these HISO places, they are really look after you. Like, they'll drive you around. But also these are budget places. If you do pick one that they do offer transport transfers, certainly pick them, because that will save you a couple of baht as well, guys. Actually, I just noticed I didn't zip up my man bag. I'll grab that comment in a minute. Yeah, I just happened to leave my zips open. I've got so many zips on this bag, it's not funny. Like, it's the most ugliest man bag, but I can fit everything in here. And I think it was only like 50 baht. Oh, have they got riots there? See, I don't watch much of the world news, Bobby. Like, I rarely look at anything. Are you going to go live, Steph? Oh, okay. And then I'll be down to 2 viewers then. And everyone will laugh at me. Actually, I did want to find out what it would cost to have a leathered upholstery on one of these rickshaws. So I do want to make those inquiries, because actually somebody's all camped out here. I might just have a bit of a sticky beak here, guys. Oh, how cool is this? You know, he's got his billy boiled. How cool is this? This is cool, man. Like, paradise here. You know, there's some potted plants there. You know, you can go for a fish there. How cool is this? If I had nowhere to go, I'd come here as long as I had a mosquito net, though. Like mosquitoes go to town on you. Like, half the time I have to wear pants now if I go out on the balcony and put socks on. But I put socks on, and the mosquitoes were biting me through like the socks, and these were thick socks, guys. We could just walk through here and might wrap it up, unless I really should have head back into downtown. I really had no plan this morning. It was just to go and stream and just show something around town. And now I've ended out near the river, and but I'm not that far from downtown, guys. As you've seen, I've walked for probably 15 minutes, so I could walk back very easily. Yeah, it is good that they are making the places look beautiful, and it'd be interesting to know if this expensive hotel has said to the powers that be, hey, why don't we make this place here look beautiful? You know, I would not be surprised. So you can see that smoke going up there from that billy boil. Oh, we've dropped some numbers, have we? People must have gone off to watch somebody else, I guess, or they've gone to work. What would you want to smash Bobby for, Steph? He's okay. He comes up with some good jokes, you know. Actually, I like his sense of humour, actually. It's, yeah. Reminds me of the Puppet Master in a way. Actually, they've done this since last time I was here, guys. So they did have a little path here, and this section here, where my foot is, now I walked along this section that was there, and so they've actually cemented the rest of this now. So that guardrail I walked on, so that's pretty thick cement for Thailand, guys. Thick cement. Normally you don't see it this thick, so yeah, that is thick. Yeah, it is. See, I think a lot of the Cambodians come out to Thailand and do a lot of construction. I know when I was in Pattaya, people were saying, yeah, like Cambodians come out and do work. And one of my mates that has a tattoo shop, he's actually got a really good Cambodian boy that used to work at his mate's tattoo shop part-time, because he worked in a bar and he was looking after the girls after work. And he got himself into trouble too many times by getting drunk and being a bit handsy with the girls. So the other boys said, okay, we'll give you a job in the shop, and you keep your hands to yourself. And yeah, he's been doing good now. He's at my other mate's shop now, and he's a really good boy. He's really good with his hands. And he's also learning to be a tattooist, so he's got some potential there, and he has a really good heart as well. Yeah, it's good to have some good friends. Yeah, it is good to go for this walk. I am getting the blood pumping through to the body, and very interesting, they've put that rock there, guys. They've put a rock there to chock up the system. But this is really good for Thai style, guys. I know there's some cracks in those pipes there, but I'm sure they're going to... Like, that piping is rather small. Actually, I do want to have a look at this, but my shoes will get dirty. But that's very small joins. I guess that's because it had to be rolled down here, or I don't know. It seems like in Australia they do bigger ones, but yeah, I'm not an aficionado when it comes to cement, but I have had friends that do work in that industry, and they're always carrying on about this and that. But yeah, some work has been done. I reckon it's been like a week perhaps since I trekked out this path, guys. So some work has been done, and it is rare that you do see stuff like this get moved very quickly. And there's that bridge. There is the bridge, guys. So the bridge is out of commission at the moment, but I could possibly get up there with my climbing skills. That would make good content, actually. Me, I put the camera there, and me climbing that up, and then me falling onto that metal and being stabbed. That could possibly be good for some people. Yeah, mate, like, I don't mind if you re-stream me, Steph, but it would have been good if we were all here. But I understand. Like, I've got no problem with you re-streaming me, Steph. I've said to you before, like, I don't have any issue with you at all, mate. Like, you're okay. I know a lot of people don't like you, but some people don't like me, apparently, because they listen to the lies of Crapio. You know, like, everybody can't like us. You know, everybody is very different, but yeah, you certainly can restream me, mate. It probably is a bit boring. And I think most of your crew would want to see girls and bars and whatnot. And there's a chicken. I should go and investigate that chicken, guys. Might be able to get some early morning Yeah. So it is good, as I said. Like I think last time I streamed out this way, I started off at the other part. So I might try and walk there today and see what progress has been done in the last week, because I am really impressed with this work level here, guys. Yeah, the sound of water makes me pee, and because I've been drinking a lot of coffees, I've had that problem. Actually, you can't go for walks in the stormwater drains at this time of the year. I know in Australia I went through the stormwater drains. G'day, Boohoo, how are you? Yeah, we're just doing an early morning walk today. Nothing too exciting, just having a walk. Um, I started off just near the clock tower and head through the market, but I do film that market a bit. But I did film a really good market last night, but I only had a couple of lurkers in, sadly. Um, so hopefully we'll try and do that market at another point, because it is a good market to film for about an hour and a half, I think. And there was some very different stuff there, like a lot of the same, as most markets are. But it's all about the vibe and chatting to people, and you can see some gorgeous people of the opposite sex as well, guys. I have noticed while I have been walking around, there are some beauties, but usually they are with Thai men. So you do see clusters of girls walking around. And what I will say, guys, there are a lot of single backpackers out here at the moment. And I'm not joking. Like, I've seen packs of them, like at all different age groups. I said yesterday, I saw like a pack of girls my age, and they were all like whistling at me and my legs, and saying, "Oh, we haven't seen like a thin guy for a while." And so that was a good laugh. But it's mostly the young backpacker I've noticed here, which is good. That like these young girls have like come out and decided to see Asia on their own. Like, it'd be a big thing for a young girl, like being safe. Like I've got a private room where I'm staying, but a couple of times girls have stayed in the dorm next door, and I've said to them, just lock the door at night, so like you do feel a bit safe. And they've go, "Oh, okay." Yeah, I certainly would be a bit concerned if I was a girl being a backpacker, because some of those, like, I've never stayed in a communal dorm. I've only stayed in resorts and hotels, but this is the first time I've stayed in sort of like a hotel hostel environment, and I've really enjoyed it. I probably won't do it again, but I have enjoyed it. Like, I sort of like my privacy when it comes to things like this, but I do have my own room. I'm left alone. And they're really nice people there. Like, I do want to give them a plug, but I won't. I do want to get over to this other side over there, because there is not an abandoned, but this old business. Actually, what I could do, I just want to check the battery, how she's going. Actually, I might continue walking till I get to the big bridge, and then I'm going to walk back and have a look to see if I can gain entry into that building site, because I think the workers would be rolling up there now, and I might be able to get a look in there. But there's no guarantees, but if you don't try. Like most people tend to invite you in, but before you even ask. But sometimes you do get that bad vibe, or you might misunderstand, and that's what happens to me a lot, misunderstandings. So I'll just quickly go through the chat and then we'll walk back over there. Oh, Steph is using my content for super chats. Oh, well, good luck to him. Good luck to him. Well, technically, Capio has been using my content for super chats, and he has the audacity to say I use his name for super chats, but I don't. Majority of my super chats have come from me walking around. Now, I've gone through when I have received donations, and most of them have come through those really long, epic walks I did, like that 7 and the 6 hour streams. Because like we're sitting on about 550 what I've received, which I'm shocked. I never asked for a penny. I have started to do memberships now, but I've kept them quite low. I have chucked in a couple of big ones just as a laugh, and I don't think anyone will do that. But I know there are some riches out there that like to support people, so you never know. But I think I might change 2 of them, the last one and one of the other ones, and I might lower them, I don't know. I did want to make a joke, consultation fee as a joke. But what I was going to do is, in Australia, like you have a phone number that you can ring up and somebody can like abuse you and like say funny stuff to you. So I thought, you know, I could offer a service like that, and hopefully Capio clicks the link and I can verbally tongue lash him. He does need a good verbally tongue lashing that bloke, but unfortunately he repeats the same thing over and over and over and just wants to embarrass you. He doesn't have any substance to what he says. He's just more inclined to inflict his toxic lies onto everybody. Now I'm just walking this here. I do have good balance still, guys, even though I am disabled. You know, and I probably shouldn't walk there, because if I did slip, I'll end up, yeah, and I've already been speared once or twice in my life. Yeah, I told that story of my left testicle, but luckily for me, it was only the outer skin. But yeah, she still works. I've got many a child floating around, and they are my children, because they do look like me. I do have my good looks. Yeah. But it is good that this path has really come along. And like we've nearly been here a month, guys, and they've moved really well. Like as I said, like some places take time, or it could just be the work crew. They might be being paid by the job and not by the day or something, so they might be getting a big incentive if they get the job done, because I know they do that in Australia. Like you get big incentives, but then that can cause safety issues as well, so it is a grey area with offering incentives, and that's in all workplaces, guys. And there's a temple bell ringing at the moment. Hopefully if I get to bed early tonight, because I'm going to try and stick to the Milos today, because I did get some Milos on special. They had a special, instead of 41 baht, they were 20 baht, I think. But I've noticed the last 4 or 5 times I've gone to 7-Eleven, I've got shafted. And I've noticed it, like the there seems to be an issue with their scanning technology with the 2-for-1 deals and the cheaper deals. And I've noticed it and not really said anything, but I had a certain amount of money and it went above that. And I said to the guy, I said, look, I've counted every item and there was like 30 baht play area. And this was like 100 baht over. And I said to him, please check everything you've done. And he looked at me like I was being rude, and he goes, oh, I've made a mistake. And I said, yeah, it's not the first time, mate. But I have noticed at 7-Eleven there is issues with their scanning. So now this place here, I do want to get over here, and I know there are workers there, and I reckon I might be able to get in there. And if I can get in there, I could just start a new stream or just continue with this. But we've got plenty of power. Probably take me half an hour to walk over there, I reckon. It's a shame that there's no boat here, and I'm not going to jump in there and swim because I'll be quite sick. So that's pretty good path, guys, eh? So we'll show the rest of this path in a minute. I just want to have a coffee break, and you guys can have that nice view. And I'll just take the earphone out of my ear. But it is good to see a few people chatting today. Like we had a fair few people in the chat in that other market I did the other day, and I was shocked that they come in for that Saturday one. It's like the third time I've filmed in there, but we did go and have a look at some bars and stuff. Yeah, that mountain just over there, like the taller one, not the ones there, but that taller one, that's where that fake monk was. And as I said, I've asked a couple of tour guides, and they said we haven't been out that way for like 10, 12 years. So from what I've read on Google, people are still going out there. Like, I think the last record was like 6 months ago, and they were saying don't go, don't go. But I want to go because I like those type of places. But that guy was definitely not a real monk. Like, you do have fake monks that do walk around, and you do hear stories of them being caught. And I know monks have a lot of mental issues as well. I know a lot of temples get drug tested as well. It's really peaceful here. And I do have plans to rent a longboat, but I don't want to get a loud one because it's going to be too noisy. I want like a quiet one. And I do want to do the Mekong River cruise. I might wait till I go to Laos to do that. It would be good to do a cruise all the way through Asia, like how you can do those cruises through Europe. I did look at a couple of those cruises, like through Amsterdam and along those type of places. Yeah, one of my old friends, he just got back from Amsterdam and Budapest and all around there. Yeah, I think it's a pretty good cement job too, and it will be good to come and investigate this in a couple of years' time. But this is going to be a major walkway and a major bike path, so I think they've actually put the correct material in because, you know, if they did a poor job, like when I was in Laos last, I went to that Chinatown, and the Chinese have pumped a lot of money in there, but sadly they've done their usual thing. They've built shoddy stuff, and it's sort of like that asbestos material. You know that asbestos we used to use in Australia. Well, yeah, but that thin board. It looks like that. I don't reckon it is asbestos, but you never know. But that's the material you see all through Chinatown in Laos. And if somebody hits that, and you do see the odd bit where somebody's driven into something, and it just makes the whole place look crap. And you just think I don't know if the microphone was working on the ground, but if the, but then like it's cheaper for them to do a dodgy job than it is to do a good job. But if you do a dodgy job, well, then it won't last long. But this job, I think, will last quite some time. And it would be good if they did some more repairs on the footpaths. Like I know in Australia, it's very different because the council can get sued somewhat. It's a grey area because I know my mum, she tripped over a paver, like going, I think about 15, 20 years ago, and she was never the same. And she spoke to the council, and they tried to give her like the bum steer, but she was off work for like 6 months. She couldn't go and do her normal job again, so she had to change careers. But she kept going, but she would have been entitled to the council a couple of million. But they did offer something anyway, but yeah. But then she slipped over again 5 years later because the council built all these toilets down at the local beach, and the council stupidly put those tiles out the front. And when you've got rain on tiles and somebody's rushing to go to the toilet, you tend to slip over. So she fractured her elbow, and I think that was the start of her getting dementia, I think. Well, not then, but yeah. But it is sad that some people talk bad about people's mums, I hear. Yeah, oh, overnight Mekong tour after Christmas. Yeah, that would be quite good. When I was in Cambodia last time, I've said a few times, I went for walks, and I think it was like $5 to go on like a long cruise, and you got like a beer or a soft drink, and I thought, oh, I could have a soft drink. And but I didn't go on it stupidly, and I had plenty of money on that trip too, and I really didn't spend much. Yeah, I do want to get over there. Hopefully I can get in there. But work has been done here, so I reckon this is going to come up really good, guys. And that's that other bridge I walked to last time I was out here. Ooh. So I might try and get myself, actually, I could walk along those rocks like I did last time, but actually we'll do a huckleberry friend. Yeah. Yeah, I really want to get a fishing pole and just, I think that would be a good stream, just chilling out, fishing. Like, I know it'd be boring for some, but I think it would be good. You know, me trying to catch a fish. Yeah, I'll go on camera too, actually. Actually, I'll go down here. I'll be adventurous. Why not? Oh, there goes a boat. Now, hopefully I don't spear myself here, guys. Yeah. Actually, I won't stick my hand out. I don't want to be crucified. Looks like a dog has come through here. Yeah, I'll just go for a walk along these rocks, I think. Yeah, I used to do this in Australia quite a lot, like bigger rocks. Actually, down on the coast, on the harbour, they actually had a section like this, and you had to walk for like a couple of k's to go and fish at the end. But it was enjoyable. But some people got stuck out there. Oh, jeez. And they had to get the helicopters out to come rescue them. That happens a lot in Sydney. Like there's a couple of famous spots. I can't remember the names. I'm not really too familiar with Sydney, but there's a couple of spots along the coast, and people go and fish, and then they get stuck on these rocks, and then they can't get back to safety, and they have to be wrenched out by the helicopter crew, and that's pretty expensive. Oh shit. Oh. Yeah, it's good going on these adventures, you know, like, because I don't drink, I'm not groggy like the next day, although I can be a bit groggy if I've had an edible. Ooh. Hey. Yes, sometimes when you eat too many cookies, guys, yeah, your stomach gets a bit bloated, if you know what I'm saying. And here's some scaffolding and a ladder. I didn't see this ladder last time I was here, but I want to have a look. Oh, geez. Oh. I could climb up that, but I don't know about that. But it is interesting how they have that chocked with like a rock. Hopefully they have a Thai man holding it when somebody does walk. But here's some scaffolding, guys. And there goes my stomach. Yeah, so I'll probably go for a little bit longer. I do want to walk over to there, so that's not far of a walk. So I reckon we can do this in about 40 minutes, I reckon, once I get past here. And I reckon we'll go no more than 1 hour. Because I've got a lot of stuff I've got to do this afternoon. Yeah, I might do that graffiti video today. I was going to release that last night, but I released some other video. I'm trying to think which one that was. I've got so many of them, and it's a bit hard to pick and choose. It's like I try to mix it up so I can get in new people, but I don't think new people really want to come onto a Thailand stream. I don't blame them, you know. You know, there's just too much toxic crap. That's why I'm thinking Vietnam might be an option. Like, you'll still have toxicity and trolls that come over, but yeah, you know, I just want to do my thing. If people like to watch, that's up to them. I just don't like lies being said about me and fake HIV results. It's just out of a comic book movie. You know, like what they've done to me, it's pretty disgusting. Like, they know I've got mental health issues and they gloat and laugh about it. So they obviously want me to do a mischief to myself. They really do want me to do a mischief to myself, because they laugh and laugh and they promote to come and harass me, which is really sad, guys, that there are these characters that have hate in their heart. And I don't know how big businessmen have time to do all this stuff. You know, I'm no businessman and I don't have no time. Perhaps I should become a big businessman and then I'll have time, I guess. But that's how some people get their kicks in life, guys, by making up lies and discrediting people. But I'm not going anywhere. Whoa, oh, that's a prickly one. Oh, that's a prick. Oh, hey. See, I already rolled my ankle the other day, so it's probably not a wise decision coming through here. But I do like to be adventurous. Like, I slipped on the tiles where I'm staying, and I slipped on the step, and the side of my ankle, I should show, like, some of the skin just come off the side of it, and it's rubbing against my shoes. I've just got a bit more to walk now. Yeah, I'd like a sausage roll right now, actually. Yeah, sausage roll would be good, but preferably not a 7,000 baht roll. Hopefully one from Tinny's Pies would be good at 100 baht. Actually, I was talking to that owner of Rosie's Bar, an Australian guy, and he gets his pies and sausage rolls from a place in Phuket. But he sells his for 160 baht. So, yeah. Actually, when I was in Banchan, one of the local ladies, she opened up a, what was her shop called? Something Pies. I don't know, but she had Cornish pasties, and I never tried them, actually. But it is interesting when you see Thais try to do Western food. Like, they should just stick to Thai food, really. I think there's more profit in Thai food, you know, because there are more Thais. Like, if you think about the cost of the Western food, and they think, yeah, I'll make more money, but it comes down to volume. If you're selling more of a 40 baht meal than, say, a 100 baht meal, you'll make your money there, unless you're like the opposite. But I notice a lot of the Western restaurants do fail after time. But there are exceptions there, though. But when it comes to restaurants, you really got to have quality food, exceptional staff. And it's really the food and the environment as well. But if you've got good food, people will overlook. Wait. Oh, there we go. Oh, I grabbed a hold of that bush and it was a prickle bush. All right, we're nearly there. Oh, things I do, guys, things I do for content. Now, this has to be content, guys. Walking on rocks. I'm not Jesus, and I'm not walking on water. See, I enjoy doing stuff like this. Like, I know you guys are probably scratching your head thinking, why doesn't he walk on a path? But I am adventurous. I do like to go down unconventional paths. Sometimes I get myself into trouble going down these paths. But 9 out of 10 times, guys, when I have been streaming and I've gone down the wrong path, we've come to something good. I think only one time we may have went down a path and there was nothing there, but it is a lot better than sitting behind a computer desk spouting off lies, I guess. We will just have a quick look over here, and I think rain is coming perhaps. I didn't look at the forecast. I know rain was supposed to be coming in all week at all different times. So a couple of times I've come across ladies here catching fish for the market. They're not here today, but they use their big nets. Oh, we're only down to 2 viewers now. Yeah, so I'll go up on this bridge and then we'll walk over here and we'll just go down there. So I reckon I'll be there in about half hour. So I just want to have a quick sip of the old cappuccinos. Now I've got the cord all tangled up as I do. Where's the spot I can put this? Alright, I'll just be here for like a couple of moments. Just give us a couple of moments. Put that there. Whew. Hopefully I've got some coffee left. Yep, yeah I do. Oh, it's still warm too, guys. And that's the right apricots bottle there. Very, very nice. And it's pink, guys. Pink top, pink lids. Very good. Yeah, I'll have a Milo when I get back. Yeah, I really like these peanuts. Like, they're only $5, but they could do with a bit more salt on them, guys. Like when it comes to peanuts and cashews, I really like salt on them. Like so many times I've bought bags of cashews and there's no salt on them, and it's very, very annoying. Oh, cool. I found something. That's good. Yeah, I've always had a fascination with the beach and water. You know, I did grow up in a beachside suburb in Australia, like majority of my life, so I do really find the beach and the water calming. It seems to be flowing quite well. So this would be caused from like the rain that's coming out of all like the drains. Like I'm no expert on this. I'm just saying that's what I think. All right, let's get ourselves up again, and I'll put the microphone in my ear. Yeah, the volume level on these chopped up earphones is actually doing okay. Like, they're not my Rhodes. Like my Rhodes are fantastic, but they just chew up the battery on this iPhone. But on the Samsung, like, they're fine. As I was saying, I reckon I'll just get the Samsung fixed, and instead of buying another new phone in a couple of months, I reckon I'll just buy a gimbal at the same time when I get the phone fixed, because it will be under, I think, 4,500. Like, I've got a few quotes. See, I've even looked on like Lazada's to buy the skin, like the Samsung skin, and then just take that to a place to put it on, and that I've looked at a few places, but if it comes from China, it might take 3 or 4 weeks. But sometimes when you do look at these sellers, it says, oh yeah, I'm here in Thailand, but it's actually on forwarded from China, because a lot of people set up shops and they don't hold the stock. So you do have to find the seller that actually holds stock instead of being I think they call them on sellers or on forwarders or drop shipping. I don't know, something like that. It's that affiliate marketing crap, which I don't do. Now there's all that Rio bar over there getting all rusted up. That don't take long. Same thing in Australia with like Rio bar. I remember when I was about 16, my mates and I walked along the beach with a large amount of Rio bar, and we built some fences with that and put vines all over it. But it was pretty much the same size and 2 pieces. 3 of us walked that along the beach, and we were only 16. So yeah, like we went past a building site that was on the beach, and they were just finished their job, and they just left all this stuff there, and we said, oh well, this looks like it's not going to use, and we took it, and my friends used it for their back garden fence. And it's still there, actually. It's still there, and that's a long time ago. I'm 46 now, so yeah, very long time. Now I really should have backtracked there, so I'm going to go down here. Yeah, they've got a campsite here. Like I've walked through here a few times, and they seemed okay. Like they didn't chase me out with a machete or anything. But yeah, like they live here temporarily though. Yeah, you'd want a mosquito net 100%, especially off the river. Actually, where I'm staying now, I've noticed that they've been coming to spray the mosquitoes every week around Chiang Rai. See, I don't like touching these power cords, and I was putting some water into the urn, and luckily I was wearing rubber soles because I got an electric shock. So I've walked to that big mountain there before, and I've walked to that other big mountain as well, and that one over there. Oh no, I don't think I've walked to that one over there. But in the distance you can't really see, there's all mountains around there. It's very similar to Palau, and that's one of the things I like about Palau, but I love Chiang Rai a lot more. Like, Palau's really nice, but I think they're a bit more friendlier here, and there's a lot more to do in Chiang Rai. Chiang Rai has its positives and negatives, but I think Palau has a lot of positives, but compared to here, there's more negatives, sadly. But I think there'd be better opportunity here in Chiang Rai for business, for like a small business, because I think Palau's a bit limited. Like, as I said, I don't want to make $1 million. I just want to make enough to sustain our life. Yeah, really beautiful views. Drop shifting. Yeah, I see. I looked at doing all of that stuff a while ago, and I think back then it would have been good to do, but nowadays every man and his dog is jumping on it. But I don't really want to have those type of links on my channel just for a couple of cents. It's not really worth it to do that. And I really only want to promote stuff that I believe in and stuff that I use. So it could be a possibility with like a product I use, like a phone or something. I guess I could do something like that. But I do plug a lot of businesses for free. I can get commissions on tattoos. If somebody goes to a tattoo shop I've mentioned and they mention my name, I am entitled to receive a commission. And majority of the times I say no. A couple of times I've said just buy me a meal and that will be square. But we are talking about a couple of $1,000 though, guys, in commissions each time, and I normally say no. But a couple of times I've accepted it. See, I do think the drop shipping would be a good hobby though for you, Dave. Like, I know you're very busy with your schooling and teaching and whatnot, so you sound like you're pretty busy. A swallow tattoo. I like that joke because it's a bird and it's a common tattoo back in the olden days. The old swallow bird. I read the joke value in that, not the innuendo. I actually like that type of trolling comedy. It's actually very welcome, like funny stuff that's not below the belt. Like I've said to the guys that pop in, like, I don't mind some funny trolling because I do have a warped sense of humour, but it's just the nasty stuff I don't like. You know, I don't think anybody likes that, and people do that to get a rise out of you, to make you unhappy. But here's a place where you can organise a boat, and I've never looked at this before, so I might just have a bit of a sticky beak. So yeah, they've got life jackets. I think prices are negotiable. I remember last time we were here, the bloke was pretty high on his pricing. I think he was saying 500 or 600 baht or something, or even 700 baht, which was way out of the figure. But they do throw out these prices just to engage, to see if you are stupid or if you're a seasoned traveller. Like, I do remember the first time I was in Bangkok alone. Like, I'd been to Bangkok numerous times before, but I was alone. And it was just amazing how all the tuk-tuk drivers and everyone thought I was like a novice and I didn't know anything. And they were just coming up to me trying to make all these outrageous prices. And I was going, no. I think the worst thing I find in Thailand, but I don't really have this problem now because I don't really go into nightclubs, but in Bangkok and also in Pattaya, like, you go into the bathroom And these blokes come up and massage you and they wash your hands, and I think I'm not that much of a disabled yet. Like, you know, perhaps in 5 years' time you could come and be like a manservant, perhaps. But that really aggravates me because I do have a bad neck and back and spine, and pretty much everything on me is bad except for one part of me which works quite well, guys. I'll just grab that comment there. Yeah, these boats are good. Last time I've come down here a couple of times, guys, like they have actually been doing repairs on them. I'll just grab that other comment you had up there. Yeah, see, while I'm trying to upload stuff on YouTube from all archives, I'll open up the other laptop because I've got two laptops. Like, one is just for music. Yeah, because I used to DJ back in the day, and so I kept all like my music, except for my vinyl though. I gave all my vinyl away, and that was worth a fortune, I tell you that. But I did give it to a guy that has been involved in the drum and bass scene for probably 35 years now. So he's a well-respected MC and DJ. So yeah, I said, come and pick these up, and he said, oh, I'll give you something for it. And I said, no, mate. But hopefully, I did ask him to give me some music though, because he does produce music himself, and he has produced some fantastic music. But I did ask him for some music that I can use in YouTube. So I said, you've got plenty of unreleased tracks that you don't do anything with. How about you give me a couple of them? So hopefully he'll give me a couple of them. But some other people I know have sent me a few tracks, but they're not really my cup of tea, sadly. But what we'll do is we'll get back up this path, and then we'll make it to that building which they're pulling down. Now, there was a really good one in Banchan. If I do make it back to Banchan when I do go to Pattaya, I could possibly go back and film that, because I do have to go to Pattaya and do some streaming and filming. I want to go to that HIV clinic and do a stream there. And we'll show some photos of some local identities to the place. That's an interesting house, that one there. Looks like probably a government building or some type of residence of someone in power. But I haven't gone down this path before, so I am assuming I can get through. Like, I know I'd probably have to walk along the riverbank. I'll just grab that comment in a minute. I'll just grab underneath here. I'm trying to keep up with the comments today because we have only got a couple of in. Yeah, see, I really like going for these walks, and because I do have depression, Andy, I find if I go for these walks, I feel better. And you have these internet trolls who try to take away your happiness for their own pleasure. But walking really is good, and it helps me a lot because I can't do much. And with all my arthritis and everything, I sat in Australia during winter in absolute pain and depression and not being able to exercise, and I developed a large stomach, not overweight style, but you know, I've always been a fit, taut chap, but I did pop on the stomach. But I certainly don't have that stomach now, guys. I'm probably the thinnest YouTuber around at the moment, possibly. Now, this is really nice, guys. Last time the girl and I were in Chiang Rai, we did stumble across something like this further down. Now, where we went to that water slide cafe, guys, where I sat down and had a refreshment, I think. Now, the path has ended here, so I will have to try and find a way over here. So I may have to do a stream walking the other way next time, but I will have a look to see if I can get through here. Now, I do have shorts on, guys, so I do have pants on technically, but they aren't going to protect me from the snakes, even though I do have a snake here, a couple of snakes there is a snake there. But that was me getting tattooed in those videos there, guys, some archive footage. Yes, I've got a bit more of the archive footage that I will probably release at times. Now, probably monitor lizards and snakes that are around here. But it looks like I can't get through there, and that is a shame. And there is someone's hut there. How cool is that? So I reckon what I'll do is I could possibly walk up a little further and see if I can get up there. I reckon that's what I'll do, is I'll walk to the next soi, because I am here, so I may as well attempt to go to that next soi, and if I can't get entry there, I'll try and do another stream over the next couple of days, because I am here for a little bit longer now, and then I'll get back to Payao, and then go there for a bit, and then cruise off again, and might go to another country for a little while, but not long. I still haven't decided which country we'll go to, but these here are really cool, guys. This would probably be a good stream, you know, to come here and have a bite to eat. But I'm a bit funny about streaming and eating and doing that with loved ones, you know. I think that's, yeah. Like, I know some people like to show off and stuff, but, you know, I like to keep certain things private, but, yeah, other people like to expose you. But here's a pretty cool sound system, guys. Check out that sound system. And that's a Sherman brand, and I have heard of Sherman. Yeah, like, I really like stuff like this. It's like nature, and it's pretty much free. Like, with this budget tour, I've tried to do free stuff. Like, a couple of times I've had to take money out of my pocket to pay for, like, my daughter's mum said, "Oh, why did you pay the 50 baht to go up there, and you're only up there for a minute?" And I said, "Well, I've done this long stream. It would have been terrible if I walked all this way and not gone up the top, just over 50 baht." But just give us a couple of moments and then we'll get back off. But this is a nice view. Like, these here are really good, as I said, guys. So you could come here and have a romantic meal with yourself or with your loved one, or with a family member perhaps, or even your kids, because I do see a lot of mums and dads take their kids out for an ice cream or a meal. You know, like if mum or dad's at work, like the other one will spend some time with them. And it is important that if you do have kids, to spend time alone with your children as well as a family unit. Now, I do have another sip of my coffee left, so I'm just going to have this and then we'll try and get into that building. But if we don't get in there, I'll probably just end it. But I could just keep going until we get back to downtown, which isn't far, so we've got a couple of options. Like, I'm feeling quite good today. I'm feeling quite refreshed. As I said, I had a reasonable good sleep. I fell asleep quite early. But it is good just to come and chill in these places, like before they open, you know, you can utilise their stuff pretty much for free. And it looks like you can smoke there. They have like some ashtrays, which I think is a bit odd. Like, I would have thought places like this, like you couldn't smoke. But I've noticed with Palau and Chiang Rai, like they've got a lot of no smoking signs, which is good. So, like the air isn't being cluttered up. But I do notice areas where, like you do have all the smokers congregating. But I think most people are on the vapes out here. I've noticed, and I know 8 years ago they did ban vapes, and now they're back again. And I know in Australia. My ex's son, he loves using the vape, but he doesn't use the vape like Pumpoy Falang does. But he said to me he saves 150 Australian a week just on the vape. And I said, well, you should put that money aside and then come and visit me in Thailand, and I can show you a good time. But I think he's just got himself a girlfriend, so yeah. But I did say you can come here and I can just show you around the sites, mate. But he's only like 25, no, 23, 25, so I don't think he's travelled outside Australia. Like his mum did come out to Thailand and she did get her boobs actually done out here. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of boob jobs. I prefer natural. Like like I've had the opportunity to have the fake ones quite a number of times, and I I do find them enjoyable. But at the end of the day, like they do look good. So the longevity of them, they look good. But I I the feel of them, like I have tried all different styles of the breast implant, like not on me personally, obviously, but I have felt them, and I've tried the silicone, the saline, and a couple of other ones. And I know technologies have changed over the last 15, 20 odd years since they started doing them legally. But yeah, we'll get up again now. It's just I like to just sit down from time to time because it's good. Because a couple of times I've noticed I've just kept going and going and going, and I haven't stopped, and I haven't had a drink, and then I've felt really woozy, guys. So I do have to look after myself because I have been quite stressed of late, guys. And my heart actually has caused me some issues of late. So I'm a bit concerned about that. So I'll just continue on this soy. Now that's the main soy there. I've got a funny feeling I might be able to walk up here perhaps, but if I can't get up through here, I'll just walk back up this soy. I'll cut through here. It's only bull dust or red dust. You get a lot of this in Australia out in the outback. Actually, I was saying yesterday in my market stream, I come across some sniper and shotgun footage of me when my mate was teaching me to use a shotgun. Like I've used guns before. I've done like bazookas and stuff over in Cambodia 20 odd years back, but I never did a shotgun until probably, I think 8 years ago, I think that footage was perhaps. And yeah, you can actually see the kickback in the shotgun. It only goes for about 29 seconds, but you can see all the sniper rifles in the background of it. But my mate, he's half Aboriginal, and his dad, like he's like full black, but he taught him to shoot, and he's got a gun license, and he's got a property that's 500 or 600 acres big. So they've got a full shooting area. So he, like, I'm not a huge fan of guns, but I don't mind having a play around with them. But like my mate's very well educated on guns, so it was good he took the time to show me how to use sniper rifles, and it was good. But I really enjoyed the air rifle more, guys. But the shotgun, I did a couple of different shotguns. I'm not too sure about the gauges. I think they're like 12 gauges or something, but it had 2 rounds in it. And then you got to cock it. And I was more concerned I was going to hit my friend. Like, I didn't realise how far when you cock it, it just pops out. So it was good. Like, I know when I was in Cambodia, I did, like, this was about 20 years back, I did the bazooka, I did, I think it's a Gatling gun or a Gans gun. It's pretty much like that one that Rambo used. I'm pretty sure it's a Gans or such Gaines, but it's just basically a gun that you can just feed ammunition into it. And if you let it rip, it is pretty expensive. But you could pay an extra 100 US and you can bazooka up a old car. So what we'll do is, here's a plot of land for sale if you're interested, guys. Now I'm going to walk up here and see if I can get into that place. See, I do love an adventure, and we are seeing some nice Thai style houses here, guys, and a Murray Pa shop. And they've got some good little stuff there. So it looks like people are off to schools. Yeah, because I think we started this stream, what, at 6 or 6, no, 6 I think. Yeah, 6 a.m. or 7, I don't know. Yeah, that's a nice windshield. And there's some sweet corn, guys. Ooh, sweet corn, yum. Yeah, sweet corn with real butter. I've been saying, guys, there's this fake butter that you can buy in the Murray Pa or 7-Elevens, and it comes in a tub. And that's what a lot of the street sellers use, and you can taste it. And it's absolutely a feral taste. I remember in Pattaya, I used to always get butter. But for a few weeks, I was a bit low on the coin. And I went and tried this tub, and I could not use it. It was that feral. And then this, we went to Palau, I think a couple of months later, and I got some garlic bread with my spaghetti bolognese, which I thoroughly enjoyed the pasta, but the garlic bread was used with that terrible, I won't call it margarine, it's I don't know what to call it, but it ruined the garlic bread, and I was devastated because I was enjoying the spaghetti meal. And I am passionate about food, and I do get annoyed when I'm not enjoying something. Actually, I bought some noodles the other day, some cheese noodles, and I was really excited to try them, but I tried them and I didn't think much of them actually, but I probably prepared them wrong. So I do have another packet of them as well, so I will try them. But I'm still trying to find the migarings. Yeah, I do love garlic bread because like going back to the days of getting a pizza on the weekend or during the week after work with the boys, you'd get a big pizzas and garlic breads. And I do like garlic bread with good amount of butter. And I do like making my own garlic bread. Obviously buying a roll and putting the crushed garlic and butter and putting that in the microwave or the oven, preferably in the microwave for a few moments, and then putting it into the oven to get a bit of crustiness on it. But there is a fine line with crustiness on a garlic bread. But I do like the softer garlic bread. Like Pizza Hut and Domino's do a good soft garlic bread. Now here's a resort, guys. We've got a resort, a bed and breakfast, and we'll have a little bit of a wander because these look pretty cool. I like these little ones because like they're sort of joined but not. Actually, those ones are joined. Actually, we will keep my voice down because it is. Oh, have a look at that Volkswagen. That Volkswagen, that's cool. It's a new one. Wow. Yeah, I will keep my voice down because it is early in the morning and my voice does travel. And I better shoot off because this water will make me want to pee. Now, I think this would be the property coming up here because there's the river over there. I nearly said lake, but river. So I reckon it's this building here with the fence. So knowing my luck, I think they'll probably have all fences up the front. But if there are workers, I will try and have a chat and say, hey, can I just see how close that these cars come to you? Right. See, it reminds me of Punt Road in Victoria. Yeah, I used to cycle down Punt Road, Hoddle Street in Victoria, and that's crazy. Yeah, I didn't sit on a Peloton bike. I actually went out and did real cycling, guys. Yeah. And I did say before, like my father was a champion cyclist too. Yeah, he was a champion in his day. Yeah. But I was never a champion. But I could have been. But this is pretty cool, guys. Now, this probably would have been a house at some stage, planning to be, and how cool would have that been over the lake there? But we will push on because there is a dog barking, and I think I am on somebody's private property, and I don't want them to come out with a machete. But it looks like we're here at this place, and I've got a lot of fencing up there. I might see if I can have a look around. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there's some nice weeds like growing over there. I don't know what type of weed that is, but Sawadee Cup. How are you today, my brother? Very beautiful morning. Very, very good. Enjoy your day. Cup. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'll come down in a moment. I just want to go and film in there. Beautiful. Yeah, Sway Macmar. Yeah. I like your plant there. Very nice tomato. Oh, that's nice. I come from Australia, mate. Like Australia, we're like the kangaroo. Yeah, like a big rat. Cup kun cup. Guys, see, it's so nice when Thais just invite you to come into their home. Yeah, like many times, guys, I'm walking along and I'm covered in sweat and they say, oh, come here and have a drink. And a couple of times I have done that while I haven't been filming. I've stepped in and had a drink. And then they bring out some food sometimes. and it's usually something I don't want to eat, but I have a couple of mouthfuls. But I do really love Thailand and Asia, and it is sad that people do make up lies about me and say I don't. I think I think the proof is out there anyway, guys. You just have to watch my streams. You know, a few people have popped in and said, "Oh, you know, I've heard bad stuff about you, and I've watched you, and you seem like an okay guy." You know, but it's just sad that you get these losers who have to make up stories. All for what? And then they threaten to slap you around, they threaten to glass your face, they even threaten to kill you as well. And then they make up lies and say you have AIDS when you don't. And in all I said to Capio, you have a toxic Discord, you have a toxic stream, you have an opportunity to inspire people. But he didn't take that as constructive criticism, he took that as an attack against him. But he doesn't take criticism well, sadly. I don't think some people can take criticism well, and hopefully I haven't walked onto somewhere private. So what, Cup? Yeah, they've just got some huts here. I think they are workers, so. But oh, some nice flowers there. I might see if I can get entry through there. But this is really good, guys. Like that dude's in like a hammock and his mate's down there, about to start up his boat there. This is cool. And I reckon that there would be like the workers' hut. But that's a pretty cool cubby house, and I would love to have a shack like that. That would be mint. Not to permanently live, but it would be a good little shack to go to on the weekends, you know. Come here and fish. Oh, we're only down to one now. This is really good down here. I think these are marigolds, those plants there. But these boats are really looked after, like nicely painted. And I'm going to have all mud on my shoes, but that's okay. I do have to wash my other shoes. I did plan to do that this morning, but I don't think the weather will, because I leave them low down. Now, here's a watering can, guys. Top content. See, like they do have life jackets. Yeah, I don't watch them as well, mate, but I do get told what they're saying, and I haven't even watched any clips of them talking bad about me because I don't want to know. But like, if somebody tells me, I go, oh yeah, well, fair enough. But it's just sad. Like, I just want to do my thing, and some peas. Luckily, I'm not walking through these guys. Now, I've grown many a pea in my time, and I remember I planted some peas when I was looking after Mum, and I planted her some nice colourful peas, and she thought they were weeds, and she was a really good gardener too, and that was quite sad. But it is good that like they are utilising this area, guys, and they like planting stuff. And there's that plant they use for somtime, I think. Give peas a chance. Oh, Bobby, man, you're coming up with some good ones. Yeah, I've seen in the past people not liking your jokes, but I think that they are okay. Like, everybody should have a sense of humour, but the thing with comedy, some people don't get comedy, and some people just don't have a funny bone in them. But jokes can fall flat as well, especially if you say them wrong. So I don't know if they're trying to block this path off. I think they are trying to block this path off, but we will gain entry through here. And I would have liked to have gotten here a bit early before the workers come, so hopefully it's okay and I can see. This would have been a good stream on its own, guys. I really should have come with my happy pants, but I'm gonna make a break for it and have a look in here, guys, because I did look at that resort in Banchan, and that was like, I think, yeah, it was on the beach, guys. That old resort, it had a hotel behind it. Now it does say here, deep water, no swimming, guys. So no swimming in this big cock, right? No swimming in the big cock, guys. Now, I don't know the history or the story about this place, sorry guys. I'm not an expert or aficionado on Thailand. I am learning as I go. I do get things wrong as well, guys. And if I have said something wrong, I usually come back and say, hey guys, I've messed up and said something wrong. But I think they were building something here and then it stopped because, or they are rebuilding it now quite possibly. It could be they are repurposing this old building. So this looks like a new staircase. So, and they've got air conditioners. So I dare say they are repurposing this. So hopefully I don't get in trouble or told off. Like most Thais are really cool, you know, if you like have a good vibe. It's if you are a bit aggressive, but I think I'm just walking around with a camera and they think, oh, you know, he's just showing what's what. So Sawadee Krap, how are you today? Are you fixing this place up? So is this place, you are speak English or Mit Noi? Mit Noi. Ah, Mit Noi. Yeah, yeah, because I come past here. Is this place being fixed up? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what he's saying. Hopefully he's not telling me off, because I know sometimes they don't like stuff being filmed, but we'll soon see anyway. But it's just sad I don't really have much Thai. Like I have been here 16 months and I really should be able to speak a lot more. I think in time I will be able to speak it, but and then I can say, oh, how you going, mate? Like, is this place being... See, I think this place is being rebuilt. Like, because like, they've got some new cement render there in the staircase where I wanted to walk. It's just, I don't know if I'm welcomed or not. And it's a bit of a grey area. Like, as you guys know, I'm very respectful. If I'm told to stop, I do put the camera down and turn it off. But if you don't know, you don't know. I reckon it is being repurposed. But, and you got people looking for mushrooms, I think, or those funguses. Actually, I think they're getting truffles, I think they call them. I might go and be a sticky beak and see what they're getting. So Sawadee Krap, are you getting mushrooms or truffles? Mushroom? Mushroom? I forget the word for mushroom. Yeah, mushroom. Yeah, in English, in Australia, mushroom. Mushroom. How you say this one in Thai, I forgot. Is this name in Thai? Like in Thai for mushroom? Oh, look at this one. Wow. How cool. Oh, wow. Have a look at that. In Australia, some mushroom you eat, you die. But yeah, but I wish you well. Enjoy. And this here for free. Buddha provide. Very good. Yeah, I think this place is being fixed up. I will wander off a bit more when I do have my other phone up and running, because what I'll do is I will get the Samsung fixed, and I probably will keep this one and use the other SIM card, and then I can use the translate later. But if I did have those 10,000 baht translator earphones, I would not have this problem, and I really should have bought those 10,000 baht ones. And so it really is a big place. So it is being repaired, it looks like. So see, I did try to look up this location to get a name, but with some locations, it's not the correct location. Like, I was tagging that market I went to last night as the other market because somebody did like a vlog and a blog, and so everyone's just called it Walking Street, and I've just come along and go, oh, okay, well, that's Walking Street, is it? And then I just keep tagging it as Walking Street, and it's not. But I don't know if, I'm quite intrigued because it does look like it's sat barren and now they've just come to do the repairs, because this here is brand new glass. And it does look like it's been here a long time, and there is modern work. Like, this here is quite modern. And the other work is like 20, 30 years old. And here is a nice flower, guys. Here is a nice flower. I've picked a flower, and I'm going to leave this flower here. Not much of a view here, but I will leave that flower there. Yeah, very interesting. I do want to get up on one of the levels. I did get into the, a couple of times in Pradamak, I got into a couple of abandoned ones. Now, this would be really good to come and do a vlog, I reckon, but it would be a damn long one. So I think just doing a stream in here on this is good enough. Now, they've actually got beds in there now, so it looks like they are preparing this. So it is getting fixed. And there's all fresh paint, guys. So this is very similar to the one on Banchan. So some money is being spent here. So I reckon it's safe to say that this was an old resort hotel complex, and somebody's left it and somebody's put some money into it now, or it could just be like the same family or company who's owned it, and then they've started it off again, or some investors come in. But there's all air conditioners as well, guys, and we did see all the new ones there as well, and there's all wiring. So it does look quite good. Plenty of scaffolding, and I really like stuff like this. Like, I will try to get up on one of the floors. I just have to be respectful. Like they've been pretty good so far, even though we didn't know what that guy was saying. Looks like a college campus, like you reckon. It could be like possibly a school or an old, but I think it's more a resort. Now here's a swimming pool that I think is being built. So these are villas. These are villas, this part. So I will try, I've got so much research I have to do, and then I forget about it. But yeah, this is a new, Sawadee Carp. Right, this here's a new pool. So we can see some good work being done here. Yeah, here comes a bloke now. Hopefully he's not coming to meet me off, but you never know. Somebody might have rang and said, oh, there's a bloke in there streaming. But yeah, if I'm told to go, I go. But it's just really good to come across these things and just show stuff that's being built here in Thailand, because you know, you could come and stay here in the future, and hopefully I can come and stay here in the future. Or you guys, you know, and go, oh, that Jeremiah, he did a stream here and they were rebuilding this, and I remember him going here, and here's like a spa bath, and then you can upload a short and say, hey Jeremiah, have a look at this. So this looks pretty cool. This really is nice. And someone's very smart by taking this on. And I dare say they've got very deep pockets, very deep pockets. Actually, we might try and have a look up here. Yeah, I didn't really want to spend too much time in here, but I might. If it's not going to be a problem, I might just continue in here. And then I'll re-tag this stream, and hopefully we'll get some more views after it ends. Yeah, I really love this stuff. Like, this is cool, abandoned buildings being repurposed. And see, there are a lot of these abandoned buildings around, and you can find somewhere to sleep if need be. Like, I know in Pattaya, there's just so many buildings around. We won't go down there because there's too many workers, but I don't know how many years this will take, but I don't know, it could be a year, could be longer. But work has been done, and they've got these nice private pools here. So this here will be like a private villa, and then you just come out and swim in the pool. Like, they have a lot of these in Pattaya as well. Like the condo, the first condo I looked at had something like this as well, but it wasn't available for a month. But that would have been good, waking up each morning and then just stepping out and having that. And then you'd have like a fountain in there. Yeah, like there'd be a fountain in here. But that might aggravate you, like when you're going to sleep, guys, like the fountains. But it can be quite peaceful as well, guys. And they have thought of the disabled as well. They haven't shunned the disabled. They have created a ramp. Yes, the Thai people have thought. But very, very good. Like, I do want to find out how old this place is, but they're doing a really good job. Like, I do want to find out what type of consortium has taken this on, if it is just an investor or a big consortium group. But I reckon it'd have to be, what, 30 years old, like, guys? Like, perhaps a bit more? See, I don't think it was a college campus. Like, it could have been possibly, but it, or like a school of some sort. Like, I think it looks too good to possibly be a school, unless it was like one of those elite private schools, and they do have plenty of those elite private schools in Thailand. You know, where you're paying like 120,000 baht a term plus. See, they must be planning to open this up pretty soon, because stuff's all been painted. Like, or they might just be building stages by stage. But that other area over there looks like it's near complete, because like they've got the beds in there. Yeah, it sounds like they've got people up top, so I won't go up there. Now I'm looking for more old signage. So there's coffee shop and swimming pool. So it's now this is called the Garden Wing 7. So 7,100 to 7,012. So I'm looking for clues. See, I could just put the location on, but then I am streaming. So there would have been a pool here then. And I did see the pool signs before around. So what I might do is I might try and get onto the other side now and just have a sticky beak over there. But actually, I don't think I can get down this way, but I will have a look. Actually, I might have a look in here. Oh, wow, it smells new in here. Wow, guys. This is HISO style. Like, really nice. I dare say these would probably be 1,000 baht a night. You know, you might get a sale, 600-700 baht. But I dare say these will be minimum 600, going up to 1,000, 2,000. Because have a look at this bathtub, guys. Look at that bathtub. And you've got mirrors on both sides too, but no mirror on the roof as yet. But you've got the frosted glass here as well. Like, I won't open that because I don't want it to. Actually, I will have a sneaky look. Actually, you've got the toilet there, guys, and this here would be a shower. So a lot of expense has been done here, guys. Like, look at that shower head. Yeah, wow. And you've got the 2 basins there as well. So, and this is a nice finish. So I reckon there won't be any change out of 1,000 baht, guys, I think. But I don't know, but I'm just saying that. I'm not an expert. Really, really beautiful. So workers are starting to pile in now. So, but I'll try and keep out of their way and be as respectful as I can. But this is really, really nice. And like the way they've got the bamboo here with the normal scaffolding, as I've said before about the roping and that, like, you couldn't do this in Australia. You would be shut down. They would shut you down and you would not be able to work again. And then you'd be having big fines. See, I do come across these good finds, guys, on my random walks. Like I say, I'm going someplace, but then I end up somewhere else. So, very, very good. I suppose there's no point to go up. I think it would just be the same. But there's the couple who got the mushrooms. So they're back at work now. They've got their foraging for home tonight. So they're probably a couple working together. And that's good. Husband and wife working together. I don't know if they're Thai or Cambodians, but yeah, really, really nice. So yeah, I reckon easy 30 years minimum here. There's some mama noodle, and we'll walk through the puddle. Yeah, I've got the Reeboks on today. Yeah, I was planning to wash the other shoes. Yeah, we'll go for a wander over here and see if we can find something else, guys. But we'll spend a little bit more time here, and then I'll walk. I will check the battery and see if I'll just end it here, or walk back to downtown, and then I'm going to go and have something to eat. But yeah, we'll go for a little bit longer. I'm just looking for a path where I won't slip over. Now that would be content, guys. Jeremiah slips over. You know, everyone would be laughing. I'd be laughing too. But it said up there 7,000 rooms. I dare say there'd be a few more than that. Yeah, there's a lot of money in here, I'll tell you that. A lot of money. And there's the other side of the complex as well. So we will get over here. I should have another sip of coffee, actually. My throat's feeling a bit from talking too much. So I'm still trying to find the name of this place, like the old place. Like there has to be some signage around here somewhere. I'm just seeing swimming pools. See, I can understand them putting investment into it if they're putting investment into that path across the way, you know, because that would be a good view. So probably by the time that's finished, this place could be finished as well. So it could be the same consortium that is beautifying that with the council perhaps, because I know that's how it works in Thailand. Consortiums will say, hey, we want this fix up, and they'll say, hey, you've got to kick in a large percent. And then they go, hey, no worries, here you go. And everybody is happy. I dare say this would have sat for about 5-10 years, because there's telltale signs, because normally when hotels are run, they don't allow black mould and so forth to build up, because you don't want black mould and moss, because that's bad for your lungs. But here comes some more workers. Let's see if I can jump up here. I'll use this rock. Oh, it's a bit dirty. Oh. See, have a look at that, guys. Look at that, Jeremiah. Jeremiah's on a mission. Now, we're here at the Garden Wing 8, 8,341. I just got a bit of glass in my hand. And you know what? The piece of glass went into where the, no, it wasn't glass, it's a small piece of shell. It went into where the cat bit me. I'll just pop the camera down in a sec so I can have a look at it. Yeah, I'll just pop this here, and you guys can have a look at some workers. Now, these are real workers, guys. I know Capio was talking crap about the real worker. Now, I've got something caught in my hand, and it's going to aggravate me all day now. All right, we shall push on. Won't go down there because that's same. Actually, here's some blueprints, guys, some walkways. So might be a name here. Exiting shaft, entry DEA King, twin. New shaft, DEA King, DEA twin. Now this is the date, so 5th of 2nd of 21. So they started this last year and the year before, because we're 23 now. Now I've got something caught in like my hand there, and it's aggravating me. But yeah, I'll just grab that comment in a minute. Now we've come back to the other side of this. I'll just grab that comment there because comments are important. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Bobby, man, Bobby. Yeah, jeez. No, I think what it is, it's like where it healed back, it re-punctured itself. And you know when you got like a healing sore and then you re-puncture it, it's like that pain over again. But I do have a high pain threshold, believe it or not, guys, if you just look at all my tattoos. Now, I think this is the workers area. I do want to try and find a name of this place. So now, it looks like the workers are just coming in now. So this is the design company. Actually, the battery's about to go, so I've messed up the cord again. So let me see if I can reset that. Yeah, it's charging up again now. I must have knocked the cord out because I went down to 20%, guys. Wow. So this is the consortium that's building it. The project, this is the name here. I'll get a, so I can look that up after. Ring Riverside Resort, and it's been done by the Rataran A-Slip Design Chiang Mai. So somebody will ring up and say, hey, there is a Farang in there filming. But then they'll say, oh, well, he's actually promoting us, so we'll leave him alone. But that's the name of the place, guys. So I don't know if that was the original name or the new name, or if they're keeping the new name. I don't know these things. We might just have a quick look up on this level, I think. Actually, I did go up there. I did go up there before, guys. So what I'm going to do is, Sawadee Cup, Gaboom. So I'll have a look over here, and then I reckon we might push off in the next 10, 20 minutes. I reckon I've done what I've needed here. And look at these wasps and weird activity, and I won't get too close because they'll sting me. Now they have a hive underneath there. Now oh, here they all come now. They're like a wasp, eh? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, I don't want them to sting me, or I'll be in like a spot of bother, eh, guys? I will just have a bit of a sticky look over here, and there's more of those wasps in there, in that hole. Oh, geez. Jeremy don't want to fall in the hole. So it looks like these are getting ready to be done, and they've put up some fish veins, or fish statues, I should say. Get the wording right, Jeremy. So what we'll do is we'll backtrack. Like, they seem to be building a bamboo fence along here. I don't know if they're doing that to keep the people out at the moment, and then they'll probably beautify that area there. I don't know if that's private farmland there, but they would want to show the asset of the river. So that could be something to look at in the future, guys. But this has been a good stream again today, guys. Like, I did a good stream yesterday, another one today. Yeah, people are dropping out now, but we did get a few people in. Yeah, so this is a typical building site, guys. Like in Australia, like all this stuff goes into a skip bin. Like they tend to have 25,000 skip bins all lined up, but they don't have that here in Thailand though, guys. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to cut through here, and hopefully I don't get hit by any flying walking planks. And with the Pirates, these are our new planks, guys. These we will force you to walk the plank with this. So I me captains. So it's a pretty good work crew here they've got here, and they seem to be doing a good job. And they've got the Versace colour pattern there, guys. The Versace. I will zoom in and show some Versace. Perhaps Barry the Boss has been here. Versace. I like Versace. I used to have a lot of Versace clothing. Yeah, Versace. Actually, I did enjoy that telly movie on Versace. I think the actor, he played, like the actor who played the guy that did Versace harm. Like I won't spoil it, but he was a very interesting character, and he played a very charismatic role, and he come across very charming and witty actually. But he was an absolute snake. But he played his role quite well, and I thought the character that played Versace was quite good. And Ricky Martin, of all people, was playing Versace's lover. And Donatella Versace, I think that was played by, I can't stand her. She's that one that was in Vanilla Sky with Tom Cruise. Now, I've done myself a mischief and I'm walking in mud, so... now, I worked for a company that used to make this piping style in Australia, and I used to have to put 20 metre lengths onto trucks quite regularly. 20 metres. And there were big lengths of piping. Yeah, I used to have to put 7 metre lengths of gas pipe, exactly 7 metre length, into an A trailer, which was 7.1 to 7.2. So I used to say to the lads and the girls who made the product, make sure that they're all buttered up together. And I had to get them to come out to watch me to load a truck. And I said, it takes me a couple of minutes to get it in on this angle, but if you don't butt it all up, I have to go in and butt it up on the truck and quite possibly cause some damage. So, but I used to get it in there very easy. Like you just get the, not all the time, but occasionally you would have to get the truckie just to hold up the curtain a bit so you could come in on a really sharp angle and just get it in there, and you'd get it in there on the first go. Now my battery seems to be having a mischief again, so I will try and plug that in again and see what's going on. It's the issue of buying a cheap cord. But I am lucky to be able to still be using this phone, so I will have a wander over there, and then I will make it back to downtown. But it has been a good stream, and we've had a couple of people pop in, the regulars. We did have 7 or 10, I think, at one stage, and they've probably gone off to work or somewhere. But I'll just get a quick shot of this here. So this looks like they'll have some type of rooftop bar here, perhaps, I think, and that would be a good opportunity. So you would have a nice restaurant here. I personally would have a restaurant here as well with all seating here, and they probably will do that. Like, it's a perfect opportunity with these places on the river, like that water slide where there is no water slide. But pardon me. But this is a really beautiful spot, and a lot of potential is to come here, guys. Like, there's that nice walkway, so a lot of money has been spent there. So I think Chiang Rai's got some potential coming. Like, I'm already really happy here. So I think some big investment is here, guys. And hopefully it doesn't become one of those overly populated cities, you know, like like many beautiful cities have been ruined, but it does happen in life. Like, I never went to that Sukanville or whatever it's called, and that used to be like a fishing village, pretty much like what Pattaya was back in the day. But yeah, I'm not really into casinos. I think I did go through Sukanville one time, long time ago, but I don't really remember much. Like, I've seen photos of the places and I go, oh, that looks familiar, but some things do look familiar to you because you see them quite regularly, and I do just want to have a sit down for a few moments, because if I'm going to stream going back to downtown, I just want to have a few moments and sit in ants. I always manage to find the spot where I sit in ants. Hopefully this view's okay. Yeah, we'll probably drop my viewers, and just want to take the earphone out for a few moments and just grab my coffee that I have a sip left. That actual coffee is done well, guys. Oh, fabulous. Yeah, well, I have my other sweat rag, but I can't use this one. I had to blow my nose in it. Yeah, I finally got that monthly cold back again, and every month I just seem to be getting these like colds. I probably have that underlying emphysema, perhaps. I probably should go check that out. I wouldn't be surprised though. But it's really peaceful here, guys. Sorry about the view. I'll try to get that up there. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I do want to go for a spot of fishing, and I reckon that's going to be good for like myself as well, because I haven't had a fish for a long time. And I used to go fishing quite regularly in Australia. Like, I did have a boat, but pardon me. But I used to go fishing with like my other mates who had bigger boats. A couple of my mates had like little tinnies, and I'd go out with them, and other mates had bigger boats. Hopefully the microphone was working, because I just realised it's down on the ground. But all right, I'll pick myself up again now. I've refreshed myself. It's actually like the sun is starting to come out now. Like, that's why I like coming out on these early morning walks, because I'm avoiding the afternoon heat. So it is only 8:44. So is this charging up or not? Oh, geez. The battery is about to die because the power bank is pretty much on its last legs. So that's why the connection was flashing at me all the time. So we will have to end this, guys, in a few moments. So I'll just, yeah, I will end it now just in case if the phone does cut out. And yeah, so thanks guys for popping in. I'm sorry if it got a bit glitchy towards the end. It was a really good stream showing that old resort getting fixed. So I do have to shoot off now because my power bank is about to go. I am down to about 1 or 2% on the battery, so I do need to save this or it won't be up. So I do appreciate that. Hit the likes if you're re-watching this after, guys. I appreciate the people who have popped in and dropped some comments. I know you'll probably get trolled by Capio and his bunch of clowns, but it is all good. I am here to stay, and hopefully I can get some more viewers in time. But thanks, guys.